Okay, now the next important area which is coming out in exam is free consent. There will be a problem question on free consent. Sorry, the next important area which is coming out in exam is discharge of contract. Discharge of contract. Okay, discharge of contract. Okay, and remember there are 4 ways how a contract can be discharged. Now, this one you can ignore, not coming out in exam. This one you can ignore. This one you can ignore. You only need to know frustration and breach. There's only 2 things you need to know. Okay? Alright, now frustration. Frustration is stated in section 57, subsection 2. Now, frustration happens when an unforeseen event happens after the contract was created, which renders the contract impossible to be performed. Okay, that means after you enter into a contract, something which was unforeseeable happens, which makes the contract impossible to be performed. So, for example, now, okay, what if you want to celebrate your birthday? You hire a hall, okay? You hire a hall for your birthday, but before you could have your birthday party in the hall is destroyed by fire. Then what happens with the contract between you and the owner of the hall? The contract is frustrated. Why? What is the unforeseen event? Hall destroyed by fire. Did it happen after the contract was created? Yes. Can you still celebrate your birthday there? No. Alright? Now please take note. If the contract is frustrated, okay, the contract is void. And section 57, subsection 2 and 6, they talk about restitution remedy. Restitution remedy means, okay, if I have given you something and the contract is made void, okay, whatever I've given you, you must give it back to me. Alright, so like in the earlier example, okay, I rented the birthday, you rented a hall for your birthday party. You paid a deposit. The hall is destroyed by fire. The contract is frustrated. Since the contract is frustrated, the deposit which you have paid, you can get it back. You can get it back. Okay? That's the first one. Frustration. The second one is breach. A contract can be discharged also by breach. Now over here, we are talking about breach of condition. This is breach of condition. This is breach of condition due to non-performance of the contract. Okay, so this is breach of condition due to non-performance of the contract. Due to non-performance of the contract. Okay. Okay. Now, there are 2 types of breaches. The first one is called a repudiatory breach. Repudiatory breach happens when, on the actual day of performance, one person tells the other person he will not perform the contract. So, for example, now, okay, I agreed to sell my car to you. According to the contract, today I'm supposed to give you my car. Today you're supposed to make payment. What if today you make payment, but I refuse to give you my car? If I do that, this is called repudiatory breach. The second one is called anticipatory breach. Now, anticipatory breach happens if there is a contract where the performance is in the future. Alright, so this could be a situation like this now. Okay, now what if, for example, now this is the timeline. Okay, what if in January, okay, what if in January A agrees to rent his boat to B in April 2024. So over here the contract is made in January and the contract is supposed to be performed in April. April is the performance. So contract made in January, the performance is in April. April is when the boat is supposed to be rented. What if in March? What if it is in March? A tells B that he will not rent the boat, okay, to B in April. That means A is telling B in advance that he is going to breach the contract. So this is called anticipatory breach. This is called anticipatory breach. And the moment there's anticipatory breach, B has two options. B has two options. Option number one, sue immediately. The moment B knows A will not perform the contract, B can sue A immediately. The case of Hoxter and De La Tour says that. He doesn't need to wait until April to sue. The second option is he can wait until April and see what happens. If in April A performs the contract, then no need to sue. If in April A doesn't perform the contract, then B can sue him. But if you look at these two options, the better option is to sue immediately because it has lesser risk. Every accountant says that. Because sometimes if you choose to wait, an unforeseen event could happen which may render the contract frustrated. If that happens, you can't sue the person at all. Okay, so this is what I mentioned over here. This is what I mentioned over here. You can see that the moment, okay, one party tells the other person in advance that he will not perform the contract, we call this anticipatory breach. The innocent party has two options. Option one, accept breach and sue immediately. The case of Hoxter and De La Tour says that. Second option, wait until the actual day of performance and see what happens. If you choose to wait until the actual day of performance and see what happens, if the other person rents the boat, i.e. he performs the contract, then no need to sue. If he does not, sue him. But this option, the sue immediately is the better option. Every accountant says that because it has lesser risk. Okay? Okay, now since you're done with this, okay, let me